All right, good evenings, not good evening, good afternoon, good Sunday afternoon. Folks, I did some number crunching at the current crown and bow pestilence situation. I got to be very careful. Holy Spirit protect this video. But 90 days from now is March 19th, 2022. Now, Nissan 1 falls April 2nd. That starts God's 2022. But in March, we would still be in God's 2021, still in 120-year judgment phase. Okay? But I want you to take a look at something. I did a little research. Let me go here. Let me show you something, which is very disturbing. Our total sheep head count is at 7.9 billion change. Okay? Now, I want you to take a look at this. All right? There's another article I found. 56.8% of the world has been stabbed. Okay? Now, some people would say, well, one stab is enough. It doesn't make any difference. Once you've been stabbed once, people say, well, you got to be stabbed twice. It doesn't matter. Once is enough. When we know what's on that blade and how dirty that blade is, okay? It's a done data. It's a done deal. So 8 billion stabs have been given out, right? Which means there are 33.87 are stabbed a day. 33.87 million stabs a day. I don't care if you want to count one or two stabs. Remember, one is enough. One is enough. Okay? Then you have 7.6 lower income, okay, have had at least one stab. But let's go back up to the number. So remember, because if 33.87 million stabs are being administered a day, okay, that means that's 33 million people being stabbed every single day. At least one stab. One and done as far as I'm concerned. One and done. So let's take a look at some numbers, okay? So I'm trying to talk right so I can bring you this in its entirety. So let's go over here to our calculator. In the next 90 days, I showed you that on purpose. Okay, let's go back. 33.87 stabs a day. Okay? Times 90. That's 3 billion, ladies and gentlemen. That's 3 billion folks would have been stabbed. And in 90 days, that would mean the entire world population would have at least had one stab wound from Maxine, from Max the knife. Okay? What is there to harvest in spring or summer rapture if the whole world in 90 days by March the 18th, right about in so? This is the reason why I can't go with no spring, summer rapture, because there is nothing to harvest. If God allows this to go on another 90 days, the whole world would be stabbed by Max the knife. Nobody's garment would be clean. Everybody's garment would be defiled. Let's just take out the fact that we are talking about the escape plan, deliverance, or salvation. Let's just say this wasn't what we know it to be. Let's just say it was for a headache. Everybody needs to get this to stop mass headaches, okay? And it's a real thing. What is there to harvest for the Elohim if you are marked by Lucy. Remember we said 33.87. That's 33 million a day with at least one knife wound with a dirty blade, with a dirty satanic blade. Okay? What is there to harvest by spring or summer? Some folks believe that there would be. This is the reason why I'm saying the majority of us are saying. I'm gonna leave this number up here on purpose because I want you to really think about this. So if you took 33.87 million, that's people. Now you know it says, I can't say the D word, but that's how many are being stabbed a day. That's just once, right? If that's considered a dosage, then that's one per. So that means that's 33 million people, 0.87, right? In the next 90 days, that would be over 3 billion people. If half the world out of the 7.9 billion, so that means you roughly have, and it's crazy how, I'm gonna show you something. And it's crazy how that number says 7 as in tribulational. That's what I find crazy. Okay, let me go back. Let me see if I can get, no, I gotta go back to this one. Okay, so March 19, 2022. Okay, that's the Gregorian 2022, but in God's count, it's still 2021. And we're still in the 120th year of judgment. 121st year of judgment will begin April 2nd. That's when Nisan 1 begins, according to God's lunar count. Okay, so let me go back and see if I can pull this up again. Okay, so and that's over half the world already. Look at these high numbers of percentage that has been completed already. We are running out of we are running out of people who have not been assaulted yet, who have not been stabbed. This number is truly getting up there. Okay? We are running out of human beings. Ladies and gentlemen, if more than half of that number has already been assaulted by Max the Knife, and then I showed you if you take the daily number, multiply it by 90 days, okay, at least one stab wound a day, then that's a whole completed population of sheep that have been assaulted by the wolf. It would be complete by March, minus these other little small countries that they showed you. What is God to harvest? What is God? Where is your harvest coming in the spring or early summer? Those that want to talk about that possibility. There will be none of us left. None of us. If everybody complied, which we will not, but if everybody complied and went along with it, okay, by March, ladies and gentlemen, you're looking at total world completion. Holy Spirit, protect this video. This is the reason why we have to be out of here soon and very soon. And to give credence to little Catherine's rapture video about January, then you see the mandations coming, being reinstated, which would currently be in contention right now, but God has allowed that to happen. So what is God getting ready to do? What is the Elohim getting ready to do? There's no way that he is going to allow this to continue further, ladies and gentlemen. No way. There would be nothing for him to harvest. You don't need both stab wounds. You just need to have one. And you have filled yourself with the oil of the world, with the fake light. Okay? So I just want to put this out there, something for you to think about. Uh, this is what we need to be thinking about, folks. Preparing ourselves mentally and spiritually every single day. Every single day is a high watch possibility. Every single day. By this date, the whole world, 100% of the world, will be identified by, as the Revelation 18 would say, the sorcerers, the great merchants of the earth. To conquer and to conquering, folks. I just wanted to put this out there, not to scare you or anything like that, but just to show you how much time we have left. Daily, hourly, secondly, weekly, monthly. Okay? Think about that. Peace.